guys, so currently on Thursday. I was wanting to camp tonight but the winds are issues, so I'm waiting. So I'm just looking to see where I fancy going really. I have no idea. Where I wanted to go initially might be too windy. I still might do it though, but I was thinking maybe, just come above Fort William in this kind of area. I'm not so sure. Somewhere in here. Either Kintail or Knoydart, but Knoydart's quite tough for me yet. Or I could go along Loch Arkaig and go up one of these summits from the road. So I'm still thinking. Some nice summits here. So we'll see.
Hello guys, so I'm going to try and make this a short yin, but it's usually an hour long, but we're going to try and aim for 30 to 45 minutes. I've been procrastinating all morning, all night last night. I was on the computer this morning, I chilled out. Am I going at 11, am I going at 12, am I camping tonight, it's too windy tonight, it's better tomorrow night, la 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 la. I made the random decision to go to Corrour Station, which is the most remote station in Scotland. I'll tell you more about that when I get to the camp. Tonight I'm camping at the Loch where Rannoch station is, which I'll explain to you soon. At the moment it's a 4-hour drive to get to my camp for tonight, and then tomorrow we are going up a Corbett. So, as I said, this is a short video. I will catch you soon. Okay, bye bye. Hi guys, I've got this fantastic new setup. I've not got my microphone on, so sorry if it's not amazing this, but I've got this thing from China that attaches magnetically to my action camera. Now I've not done much filming today. I'm actually with another person here. I forgot his name, I'll have to ask his name. Lovely chap. He's got a chainsaw though, so I'm a bit worried he might kill me through the night, but apart from that, we're all good. I've just not been here for 2 years and it's been a struggle. To find somewhere. So the first place I found, because it was getting dark and I had a few hassles getting up here with the 4-hour drive from Dumfries, so I had to just take what I could, and there was somebody with a fire, so I thought I'll go and ask if I can join them. So yeah, my pitch is terrible, you might see a bit of b-roll of that now. I had no choice, there's no wind, so I thought, you know, sod it. I've had to be careful with the material, not to hold the material because it's stones. I've put my Z-light and a blanket underneath, hoping that my mat doesn't puncture. So hopefully I don't move around much during the night, but I mean it's the best I could do, so fingers crossed all the gear's okay. But yeah, as I said, I'm trying to make this a short video. So I'm going to have my pot noodle, have a little chat, and then get to sleep, and I'll introduce you maybe to him in a bit, maybe in the morning, or maybe later on before I sleep guys. Okay, so guys, the YouTube name of the lovely fella that's sitting next to me is Creef ASB Presentations. Creef as in Creef, the town in Scotland. So if you want to give him a follow, go give him a follow or subscribe. He's been saying about some brilliant camps. Actually, one camp which is strange that I've always wanted to do that isn't a Monroe, it's not a Corbett, near Creef, between Loch Earn and Comrie Croft. And I was like, I want to do that, so I'm going to watch that video of his. So guys, check his channel. He doesn't want to be on the video, understandable, because he doesn't know me and I'm a stranger. But you can hear him, so there is someone here. But yeah guys, I'll see you in the morning. Okay, ciao.
A lot of esoteric stuff and a lot of spooky stuff that happens that it's not spooky to me, but there's a lot of things that occurrences that I've experienced, and I like to put them into the format of the videos and stuff, you know.
Guys, there's something crawling around and I heard it, and I don't know how I'm going to sleep tonight. I've been swearing there's been something moving around. It must be a fox. Anyways, good night.
I'm kind of like, the tent is really bad. I'm on like gravel ground and stones and stuff. So what I've done is, I'm hoping it'll be okay. Disaster if my £260 thermomix gets punctured. I didn't really think that one through when I pitched, because I was in a rush and it was dark. And I hope this tent, the ultra material, is okay too. There's nothing sharp on the ground that might have spiked it, you know. But I was as careful as I could be. So I've put a blanket underneath, and I've got my Z-light underneath, but I do move around a lot, so I hope that the sleeping pad doesn't come off the thermarest over the night, because if it does, that'll be a disaster. So I hope it stays inflated. Otherwise, my camp for tomorrow will be very interesting, and I'll be having to order a new expensive mat. So I'm whispering because I don't want to wake anyone up. Fingers crossed. The thing is though, the mat as well is quite wide for this thermarest, which is what's worrying me. Anyways, good night, and I'll see you in the morning for coffee and a cold swim. Bye. Hello. Woo. I kind of wish that the 8:45 train wasn't fully booked, because I'm on the 11, which is fine because I've still got plenty of time to do the hike with that, but now I've got to hang around all morning along the side of the loch. I might nip into that expensive hotel. I've got a bit of hay fever. There's a hotel I went to, well, last night I went into a pod place to ask last minute for a place because it was a lot windier than I thought, and there wasn't any, and I went in the hotel with a £100 budget. It was 180, so I didn't go with it, and I found a place along here, and there's been no wind all night. Thankfully it's been sheltered by the trees. It's been beautiful. Yeah, so I'm just going to wait around this morning. I've tried to work up the courage to get in the cold water. I really got out of bed just a minute ago and had a look and thought, oh, I'm not fancying that. I don't think I will. I think I'll just stay dirty for 3 days, but I don't know. I might force myself in and out. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, but because I've unpacked everything for the camp for this, I have to pack all my stuff up again. So I had packed, but now I've got to pack again because it's scattered all right at the back of my car. So, anywho. Oh, where are my car keys? Actually, where have I put my car keys? I don't know where I put my car keys. Shit! My car keys were in my shoe. So my other Flextail pillow is kind of broke, so I've gone back to my very first pillow, X-Bed, and I forgot actually. It's actually a lot more comfortable than the one I've been using this whole time. So I'm going to convert back to this X-Bed. guys, good morning. So we are going over to Corrour Station today. I've got the 11:07 train to Corrour from Rannoch Station. I'm at the hotel here. It's a hydro, I believe. They wouldn't even serve me a coffee and it's like 9 o'clock. I'm like, they don't serve till 11. That's an absolute joke. So no coffee for me, but the tea room at Rannoch Station opens at 10 o'clock. So I'm going to drive half an hour to Rannoch, take a couple of stops, chill out a bit maybe, and then get there, chill out and have a coffee. It's just machine coffee apparently, but you get what you get, don't you? And then get the train over. The 8:45 train in the morning is fully booked, so I couldn't get on that unfortunately. But we'll get there and then hopefully we can get a seat at the pub at Corrour, because I haven't really got enough food for lunch. I'll be lunchless if I can't get food there, unless the tea room I can get something there. Because I tried to book but they wouldn't answer the phone yesterday, so you have to book because they're so full at this time of year. So hopefully for one person they'll serve me a nice, lunch that costs a fortune. And I must remember my bank card because I'm going camping and I don't usually take my bank card when I'm going camping. So guys, I'll catch you on the road. Oh, FYI as well, I put a hole in my scarf this time. The other holes were I've complained to Tarp Tent about those because I take care of my tents, but that was an accident. Another hole. That was me this time. Accidentally this morning, after taking care of it all night, making sure for the stones underneath not to pierce anything, I zipped the zip and it got caught in the material and made a little hole, so I'm gonna have to add a fourth patch now. Hey! Just had a quick stop by where I camped again, just to do I'll do a spot of meditation and then I'll head to the station because I'm running a bit early. So look how peaceful it is. It's just beautiful. We're just at the train station, guys. Have a look around. Check that out. I think we're going that way. Because whoop. Actually, no. Yeah, we're going that way. That's Tyndrum that way. I'm gonna hang around for half an hour. Been waiting around a long time. I wish I could have got on the earlier train. My rucksack feels a bit off, so I might try and reposition the stuff in it. See, I'm used to putting my tent at the top and I've kind of put it in the middle. Because I didn't want to squish all my crisps. So it's not usually how I pack, but I think I might just tolerate it, to be honest. It won't kill me. Hey guys, so this is Ken Smith, and he's the hermit of Loch Trig. I didn't really recognise his portrait when I looked at it and then I started reading it. It says 74-year-old Ken Smith has spent the past 4 decades in Scottish Highlands. His home is a log cabin nestle. He lives on his own basically. He chops wood, he fishes, everything, and he's like in the middle of nowhere from everywhere. There's a really good documentary on Netflix and BBC, I think, of him that I've seen, and it's pretty impressive and pretty cool. He did have like a heart attack a couple of years ago, but I think he's still alive. So yeah, I didn't know if he was still alive or not, but like he seems to be, according to this. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Hey guys, so that's me outside of Corrour pub now. To be 100% honest with you, I'm really not looking forward to going up today. I mean, more than other times. Maybe it's because I'm a little bit worried about my right knee. I was just in there as well, and I literally just stood up and I tweaked my Achilles a little bit, and it feels funny now, so I don't know what that means. Hopefully it's nothing. I literally just stood up. I've not had bother with my Achilles for weeks, really. I think it's alright now. I think it's a little tweak. That's a good start, isn't it? But yeah, it's quite windy down here, so I can imagine what it's going to be like up there. I just kind of want to get the tent up. It's going to be a challenge, because it might be gusting 40s. Possible though, we'll just have to do it quite careful. It's just been quite a while since I've pitched in wind myself. I do know how to, obviously, but it's been a while since I've done it. So you know, you've got that factor which makes you a little bit nervous, of course. But yeah, that's everything really. Got Sean, so I'm just taking 2 litres of water, which I hope is enough because my meal pack needs 1 bottle, and then I've got 1 bottle for a cup of tea and another bottle for a cup of coffee, and the other bottle's drinking water. So food bottle, cup of tea bottle, coffee bottle, water. I should do just okay, but in the morning I'll be fine because I'll be coming down straight away, so I might be a bit thirsty, but yeah. So this is weighing an absolute ton as well, because the Black Label Solo Hilleberg tent weighs, with a footprint, I've forgotten exactly, but I think it's like 2 point something, can't remember exactly. I'd be lying if I said 2.6 or 2.3, one or the other. I can't remember, it's been a while since I've used my Solo, so yeah, I thought it'd be a change from the Scarp. Getting sick of the Scarp. Can't believe I put a hole in it earlier. I actually put a hole in it. Anyway, let's go, shall we? Yeah, so we're already about... How high are we? I can't remember. There is I don't know where it is. There is like a summit thing somewhere here that tells you how high you are, but we're about 500 odd metres or so high, so it's going to be quite windy. My microphone's attached there, guys, so sorry if there's an odd noise now and again. I hope not. Yeah, well, it's windy. That's all I can say, is it's windy. So, Kinloch Leavin, Fort William, you see that? Speen Bridge is first, 16 miles away. Fort William's 22 miles away. Kinloch Leavin's 15 miles away. That way. That's probably the grey quarries up there, I would say. Maybe. Yeah. I can't say just what's what now. I'll say on the top, I'll have a proper look when I can chill out. Now we're going this way. So let's go. Oh no. Oh no. I've got that whooping cough thing. 100-day cough, go away. Oh my god, it's windy. Oh my god, it's windy. I'm really not in the best of moods for hiking, guys. Sometimes when you're solo, you go through, it's quite hard to push yourself. I mean, I could have quite easily given up on this plan and pitched on an easier hill, but no, we're plodding on. It's going to be very steep. That is going to be very steep. Okay, so I should have guessed that because it's a Corbett, it's all pathless. Because it's just, can you see that? Heathery grass. Heather. So it's going to take me longer than I thought, especially with navigation. Just have to keep looking at the map and make sure I'm heading up the right way. And also, I'm keeping an eye out for adders, so, because there's adders at this time of year, I believe. So I'm trying to just push before I step in case I don't want to step on one, you know. That would be a disaster. And then that's really why I should have a GPS on me now. I need to, I've got one. I just need to pay the contract again. Just in case anything like that happens, you know. Because there's no signal here. So let's just hope I don't stand on an adder today. Next thing you know, I'll be jinxing that, Okay, I'm not going to vlog much because I just want to get on with it, guys. It's pretty on straightforward. Well, not straightforward, but literally like that, yeah. You can tell I'm not looking forward to this. I don't know why I chose this Corbett, to be honest. I don't like pathless terrain at the moment. So how am I navigating today? Well, if I had a map and a compass, I'd be using my compass with the map and measuring what direction I need to be walking in and checking my compass literally every couple of minutes. Wow, that ridge is amazing in front of me there. I wish I could remember. Oh, I'll find out at the top what hill that is. I just can't. I've no idea right now. I have no idea. I think I know. No, I don't. No, I don't know. Now, anyways, I've been up it. It's definitely Monroe. But I'm just... Now I'll stop. See, I'll get my phone out. I'll look at the compass. I'll look at the map on my phone and I'll see. I'll find an object or something in the distance. Now you can't do that if you're in the mist, which is why you need to constantly be looking at your compass to see you're walking the right way, say it was north or south or whatever. But I find a rock. I'm using rocks at the minute as my reference, and I'm getting to one rock, so this was my one distinctive rock here to get to. Walk 10 minutes, stop, have a look again and continue. And it just keeps you motivated to keep going as well, because you've got a end point to get to, especially when it's terrible terrain. Yeah. Okay, we best get moving, eh? Try not to drink much because I want to save my water for up there. So, you know, hiking poles are essential for this kind of summit camping. Generally just camping. If you've got a heavy rucksack on, it's so important to have a pair of trekking poles. They're not old people's things, trust me. I did used to go around without them. I was fine, but it's so much easier when you have them. Especially when you've got to cross lots of bog, like I've currently had to. So I'm aiming, a bit of a false summit that actually. Looks like there's a dip and then it goes up again. Anyway, can't really see that on the camera. See what I mean? How there's bits of bog, so you know you want sticks, ideally to avoid getting your feet in and all that. Oh, we're getting there slowly now though. Let me think my microphone's working. But aye, this is it all the way up. I don't think my microphone was working there. I ain't doing that either. Now I've come to somewhat of a path now. As it gets closer to the ridge, you kind of form a trodden path, which is a lot easier. To be honest, this will be probably easier than all that from the station. So yeah, should be more easy going now. I would say about maybe 50 minutes from the summit now. I've been going an hour and 20 minutes so far. So not as bad as I thought this would be, although it was quite sloggy, that last part. You see though, there is quite a clear path now. So yeah. Hey guys, so I've taken a seat to show you. Ben Nevis is the first big lump. Might be small for you, but I hope you can see it. Then we've got the Grey Quarry Munros, which I did all as one with Anoch Moor, which is next to Ben Nevis in the background. I won't be putting little pointers out, but it's too much editing for that, what? At this point I'm shattered, I can't think about the editing. And then over here we have 2 Munros that you do from the A, whatever you call it, I can't mind, the A road. Well, I did those 2 with Stop Ban, which is a little poppy outy hill. I don't really know if I'm pointing the right way, but it sticks out from the Grey Quarries. It's part of the Grey Quarries though. I did those 3 as a hill run. I've got memories on all these hills. And then over here, I did those with a group of Facebook friends that hike. And actually one of the guys insisted that I stood on the edge rock of the cliff, because it was quite an edge photo, to get my drone to like go around him with him waving, and he took his trousers down and he put his hand on his crutch to cover his, you know. It was funny though, his bum was on show obviously, but he was just waving with one hand down and the other hand up. It was quite funny actually. We were all laughing. That was a day to remember. Not going to display that footage, but I'll probably display other footage with all the if I find it, all the guys in it that were there on that hike. And this has been a lap which I've done on 70mph winds. I don't know if I'll be able to find footage of me struggling to stand with that. If I do, I'll be popping it up as a layover. And then that must be Ben Alder lot, I would imagine. That must be Ben Alder there. I've not looked at the map at all, guys. I'm just going off of memory here. These 2 are Munros, which I did in whiteout with a really experienced guy who was hip height snow, who was guiding us through, who'd been in mountain rescue for 50 years, but he wasn't using any technology. He was literally just counting. Very, very talented guy. Don't know how on earth he did that. We were off the path the whole time in whiteout conditions, but there was no wind that day. It was the day before that there was wind with the snow on that one, and we had views that day. But yeah, so I'll share a bit more about the hills around here with you guys. You can see pretty much everything. This is why I wanted to come here. I also asked the lady if this was the best viewpoint down in the pub, because she's done all the hills of course, and she said yes, so we've chose the right one. Now I'm taking my time. I mean, I'm going to have done this in about 2 hours and 20. I've been stopping and taking footage and stuff, so I would have done it in 2 hours, so that's good going, that for me. I've not actually had any pain. It's just the going down tomorrow that I'll have to set off quite early and just take it easy. But I do know it's just ITB referral syndrome. It'll go away hopefully with time, because I've had issues like that before and it goes away with time. So yeah, so I'll catch you at the summit. I best get Jordan on. See you in a bit. I have to say, I've got a big muff in front of you. That is not appealing to me, that last little bit. Nah, I guess we're going to have to get it done, aren't we? I hope you're not squint or anything, because I've literally just got you tucked into my rucksack at the... I've lost the path now. Oh, I think it's... I mean, I'm definitely on it. Yeah, I'll find out. Anyway, let's keep going. I'd come off the path, guys. I was way over that way. So I've come back on it now. Aye. Oh guys, it's the summit. I've not touched it yet. Let's go touch it. Honestly, I was just in my head the last 10 minutes coming along that ridge, and I was just thinking about how much I've just realised that it's Ben Older over there, yeah. Well, how much I have come since I couldn't walk more than 1.5 miles for about 1 year and 3-4 months on a flat, and how far I've come with my injuries since. And I know my knees are giving me bother, but I'm proud, and I know that I'm going to be able to start running in the future. I really have hope. So 2 and a bit years in, and I'm feeling quite hopeful. I'm really happy I've made it up. Gosh, wow, these views have just opened up are absolutely amazing. Wow. Well, I need to replace my battery in the action camera, but look at that. Stunning. Right, I'm going to find somewhere to pitch, and I'm going to touch the summit. I have to do it with the rucksack on, it has to be. End up doing all my Corbetts with a rucksack on for a camp. I'll probably end up summit camping all my Corbetts rather than the goal I'd set myself to summit camp all the Munros again, which I don't see any of the point because I want to do new mountains. So I've replaced that goal with summit camping all the Corbetts. No, not each individual one, but doing them as a summit camp. Hey, 25 out of 222. Woo! Okay, now let's go and find home for the night. Front end here. Front end here. I swear I had it. Yeah, front end here. And then we've got the door here which looks north and over to the Grey Quarries. And then there's a bit of a dip here. Unless I was... That wouldn't be too bad. That little dip won't be too bad, at least unless I was here. I mean, I can move it around always once the tent's up. Oh, but then I'm going down the way here. What about there? Oh, that's flat. Oh, it's damp since the last time. God, I thought that had been dried out. Having a little play here. I couldn't get the peg in here, so I'm going to put one of the guy lines around this rock and hope it stays. It seems secure. And then this guy line, it needs to come out here really to get enough good tension, so I'm going to put this guy line out like that. My microphone isn't working again, guys, sorry. So this is exactly why the ground isn't good. Not just the pegs don't go in, but when they do go in, when you add tension, can you see what starts to happen? Hang on. See how it's moving under the ground? So it's not ideal. So I've been trying to pitch for about, I don't know, I'd say almost an hour now. Because I want to get it right, and I've pitched it because, well, the wind is hitting that side wall at the minute, but the wind is going to turn this way overnight, so I'd rather, it's fine now because I'm keeping an eye on it, but I'd rather overnight when I'm sleeping it be pitched the right way for the wind. So despite it hitting the wall and then not looking quite right right now, even if the forecast is to be calm tonight, which it is, it still might not be, so I just want to make sure that it's going to be pitched the right way for when the wind does turn. So yeah, but I was told by somebody that this was good pitching, eh? It's no, it's like this the whole mountain. Right, are you ready to see my chemical concoction? So like you'd seen in the videos, the pegs don't go in, if they go in the ground, even if they do go in the ground, they come out with any tension that goes from the wind onto the guy. So I've had to improvise. I'm going to show you what I've done. And I'm absolutely starving because that took me an hour. Quite happy though. I mean, because it's a solo black label, that's not going anywhere. If it was 60s though, I'd be I don't know. We'll do a shake test once I've shown you these things. So, right. So round here, see, it's so important to double peg things if you have ground like this, because if this starts pulling out, this is still there to secure it. And I've got them in at a diagonal, of course, so that's so important. Sometimes you need 3 with this kind of ground, but sometimes you don't have any choice, to be honest. Seeing that the wind is going to be coming at this direction tomorrow too, but it's meant to be just 10-15 mile per hour, it should be fine. I've had to do the same on this side. I've had to double peg because it was coming out the ground. There was no stones in the ground to like fix it that way. So at the moment the wind is coming from this direction facing the tent like that, and it might stay like that all night, so I don't know. But on this side we've had to use the rocks as anchors. I've done double pegs there because it was you know, I could have maybe used that rock, but it needed to be at that angle from the tent to pull it in. I've double pegged the door one. There's no use that. These two are quite good, but I mean, if the wind were coming from this direction, this would be brilliant. But no, I've used the rock in the ground here because just the pegs were not going in. They kept coming out anytime I added tension. I've also gone and put round this rock in the ground here for this one, and they're not going to come out. Those ones are not going to come out. This one might come out, but I mean, I think, to be honest, even if there was 3 guy lines on this tent, it would still stay up. So I'm not concerned. So I've just put that on. But with the weather conditions we've got, this pitch is great. So yeah, and I've also wrapped these round the poles because you can just come off the tent, but you want it so you keep the pole close to the tent. Yeah, and then it's just pitching, isn't it? Terrible pitching terrain. Oh, I just found another peg I've not used. Terrible pitching terrain. Absolutely shite. But I got the pitch I wanted. I thought I could have gone somewhere else, maybe it could have been a bit easier, but I highly doubt it because the ground's just the same everywhere. I was probably better with this ground being near some rocks so that I could use the rocks as anchors rather than somewhere like they are, where there's rocks in the ground but none around, and then the pegs would be coming out. I didn't want to go on the sheltered side of the hill because the views were just not what the views I wanted. Come on, we've got the Hilleberg solo, we can do it. So I just got, I've got these views of Glencoe in the background. Totally worth it. And I think I can get the drone up later on when the wind dies down a little bit. Yeah, the lady at the pub was recommended that ridge for pitching. It's a nice ridge for being on to pitch, but the wind is coming directly at that ridge and it'd be quite windy. I think it would be windier on that ridge, so I decided not to do that. I'd stay here. I know what she means though. You get a nice drop down to the loch from that. So yeah, I mean, I've pitched here now, so it is what it is. Really, you can't go wrong, can you? I'm thinking to go back down that way tomorrow morning. It's a bit, 1 more mile longer, but see how gradual it is? It's all fairly gradual, so it'll be a bit easier for my knee. Okay, I'm going to get some food on. I'll catch you in a bit, guys. Bit annoying that there's just been a tiny bit of bit of mould that's just on this door. Oh no, also up here, because I hadn't realised. I thought this tent was dry. I swear I'd dried it out. So I've got mould forming. I'm sure sure there's ways of getting rid of mould. I'm glad that's been noticed now. I mean, I haven't used this tent for, I don't know, 4 months. It could be 4 months actually, maybe more. Yeah, goodie buys. My ex-bed pillow. I didn't show you guys it this morning when I was talking about it. I found it much more comfortable because there's like a heady rest bit. Can you see the shape of it? Your head rests, your neck rests kind of like in there. I don't know why I stopped using it, to be honest. See, that's my tent up there. I'm just going a little wander. Look what I've got on my feet. I've got Crocs on because it's just giving my, it's giving my feet a breather from the same shoes. I tend to do that. Oh, what have I done here? Oh, I've done something. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry, my frames per seconds were changing. I didn't know what I was doing there. But what was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. I'll stick the drone up later on when there's more colour on the hills at sunset and stuff. It's a bit windy, right? I mean, it would take it, but there's no point because the lighting is just crap. And yeah, so I'm going a little donder down here. And I'm going to have food at some point because sunset's now at 8:15, I believe. I think. I'm 100% sure. It might be later than that. I think it's 8:15. Yeah. I'm going to have to walk back up this if I go down. Anyway, I'm doing it. Let's see what's over here, eh? We're walking along, chilling around. This is the thing, when it's like this, you can wander for longer because it's not as dark at night. I think the sun's going to set, I don't know, somewhere over here. Not sure. That's a big day. That was 18 miles. I came from in here, from the A road, all the way up through, down, which is not part, we made our own route, up that steep little thingy, dune, then down the back, through the valley, all pathless. All this was pathless, that was pathless. 18 miles, and it was torrentially raining on that last bit. That's the hill where the half-naked guy did his pose. So, what have I got for dinner? I have Venture Food veggie couscous, which requires water. So being careful with water, but it only needs 280 ml of water. So I think I'll be fine because I have 1.5 litres till tomorrow. So I might even have enough for a cup of tea later on tonight and a cup of coffee in the morning. Who knows? I've got lots of little bits of heather stuck in my Nordic socks. Also, another thing, ticks might be out now, so I've been quite careful. I was actually, when I was walking around earlier, I had my hiking socks I was wearing earlier over my Nordic socks so that any ticks that would go through my Crocs wouldn't get onto my Nordic socks. And because I have like a footprint under my Black Label Solo, I can put my feet outside of the... See, look at that! It's everywhere! Oh! It's actually resorted to taking the sock off and picking them all off individually. It was silly of me really because there was lots in my tent from last time I camped and I never really had space to like hoover it out and stuff and clean it at home, so I tend to... Last camp must have been a windy one because usually when it's not windy I like empty this tent upside down because it's a freestanding tent and then all the stuff just kind of like comes out. But obviously I didn't do that last time, so there's been lots of these in my tent. And it kind of ruins your sock as well. So you guys know you can also get like the train from Crane Lanich, I can't say the word, the town above Glasgow to here, which is an hour's journey, which would be faster if you wanted to do it in 2 days to drive from like Dumfries and Galloway or Glasgow than it is to get here, because that would be like under that'd be like 2 hours and 40 minutes driving rather than 4. But to be honest, I'm glad I did the 4 because I was doing another camp. I did another camp last night too because it was 2 good nights of weather. So I got out for 2 nights, you know, otherwise I wouldn't have. So, wow, the sun is just so incredible. Maybe I'm showing you that now with some B-roll. It's just, oh, absolutely stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. One mode I'll be showing you in would be in Pro, where I can change the depth and colour, which is quite cool. That that's how it's looking right now. Wow. Oh, my water is boiling. Woo! So I'm gonna quickly make that up. Where's my knife and fork? Where's my knife and fork? I've not mixed it up yet, but it's like couscous and peas. Watch, look, I'll show you on the action camera. Look how stunning that is. I'll just get it on the action camera. Moon with a Venus belt, beautiful. And then we have the tent and the sun setting, beautiful, beautiful. Hello, I'm being dazzled. I'm not going to look right at you because I've got that new, what do you call it, light thing. Anyway, it's dazzling me. Yeah, I'm just going to wander up to the summit now. I hope this has been a short video so far. Hopefully we're just on, you know, like 20 minutes in at the minute, and it's going to maybe just be another 15. My first attempt at a short video is going to be a fail once again, because I say that for all my videos. It's a full moon tonight, as I said. As you can see, it is bright and big. I think I'm going to go for the night lapse. I'll probably stick it on as soon as I go to sleep, just to save stuff, battery and that. But yeah, still haven't really decided what way back I'm going to go tomorrow. I have a feeling that I'm probably going to go back the way I came. I know it's steep, but it's a short, steep bit, and then it's kind of like gradual. The thing is, it's like 2.5 miles that way where I came up, and that's 3.5. And for me, it's more the mileage than anything else that gets the Achilles. And then with the knee, it's more the steep. So, I mean, I'd rather the knee goes off than the Achilles, to be honest. So it's usually day 2 that the Achilles starts aching at the end. So I just want to be careful with like the mileage I do in day 2. But anyways, that's a massive difference from it aching from get-go, eh? It's improving. It's going an upward slow spiral of recovery. Yeah, so let's get up to the summit, shall we? There's been fires in Glen Rosa in Isle of Arran. A mate of mine was just camping there 2 nights ago, and it's like all over the mountain, even the top. So there's been a lot of wildfires right now in Scotland. I think one of the reasons is because we've had all this hot weather earlier than usual at this time of year, and it's just April, and we usually don't have it that hot so early, and the heather is big, and it's not all been burned. You know, the locals usually burn it, and then by the time it gets hot, it doesn't set fires much. But I think that's why, one of the reasons it's easier and we're having more wildfires at the moment, because of global warming, obviously. I don't like the phrase global warming though. I don't like that one. But yeah, it is, the weather is changing a fair bit. That's the summit, Cairn. But yeah, I think that's why, I mean, it's my own conclusion to it anyway. And people just not being sensible, so things keep, you know, catching fire sooner, whereas like in June, July, August, there isn't as much heather for, you know, there to be fires like that so extensively. Because usually you see a lot of burning in Scotland in the hills, because the farmers are out burning the heather, you know, at this time of year. So I can't wait to see some stars tonight. I'll do some stargazing, especially when that moon sets. I don't know, but I think it is supposed to set like just after 1. So I'll have a lot of dark skies tonight, hopefully. I don't know if I'll capture... Sorry, my night lapse hasn't been working as well as it usually does lately. And I don't know why. I did some really good ones right at the start, and I just... Yeah, I'm setting it all correctly, but I just don't know why it's not picking things up as much. There has to be something up. I'll try and have a little look for 15 minutes now and YouTube it and see what's going on, because it's a waste of time to leave your night lapse up all night and then to do nothing, you know. So yeah, anyway, catch you in a bit, guys. I'm probably going to go and skip a cup of tea tonight because I've got 1 litre left for the morning. I mean, to be honest, I could have a cup of tea. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so I figured it out, and I'm quite annoyed now, to be honest with you, because when I was out for Isle of Arran and I saw that incredible show, the pictures were, it was just like that but in white, and obviously the camera picks up the colour, and then I was so annoyed when the night lapse never picked up that massive burst of like aurora, and now I know why, because it was set to 100 over 1,200, 12800, so 100 over 12800. Can't say numbers. And it was supposed to be just 12800 for the exposure, and it was set for 30 frames per second, which was correct, but that's why it didn't capture any of it. So now I'm like really annoyed, because that was a really good showing, and I was like, that footage should have been like incredible. It's a new action camera, this, and I haven't yet captured an incredible, shall we say, like that, which happened last weekend, Northern Lights yet on it, and I could have that time, so I'm a little bit annoyed. But anyway, hopefully tonight, because it's set right now, so hopefully something happens tonight. I don't think it'll be as big as that night though. We'll see. Yeah, I'm definitely sending this tent away, because even this zip doesn't come down. It's not been used for so long, and maybe because of the moisture. So I need to, there's a few things, zips, clips, mould patches, which fine, they'll go away, I can get rid of them myself. A new pole. You need TLC, and then it'll be brand new. Listen to how quiet the tent is.
See, this is why I chose the solo. Any other tent would have been flapping around like mad.
Guys, I'm gonna go to sleep now and I'll see you in the morning, so hopefully this night lapse gets something, but the problem is there's a full moon and actually the moon sets at 4:30, so we might not get anything, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so I'll see you in the morning. Bye! So guys, I thought I'd take a quick unrelaxing seat in the breeze. Sorry, can you hear me? Just to talk to you guys a little bit about the background. So I don't know if you can see it because I'm in the way, but we have all of, see, I'm not relaxed right now, this is going to be brief and short, all of Glencoe, Stop Diarg and all the lot, Glencoe ski slope, Rannoch Moor. Probably taking pictures of that to show you. Okay, let's go over to Loch Treeg now. Mailer Buried Greece, Starav, Ben Starav, Stop the Ark, the Corbett above King's House, which I always forget the name of. Those ridges that I can't even mind the names of. Bidyan. Aye. Amors, Ben Nevis. Quarries, Grey Quarries, Loch Creek. Where's the stop bands? That's a stop ban. And that's a stop ban. That's me breakfast. Tell you what, this X-Bed cushion I've had since day one, which is my first ever cushion, is actually way comfier than the X-Bed. Way comfier. I feel like I'm in my bed. It's crazy. Because it's got like a neck support here and it's really nice. And yeah, I recommend this one, guys. See how proper strong these poles are. You can't beat Hilleberg, guys. You can't. Don't go, you wanna touch me here, there and everywhere. Skies fly when we are together. You can't deny the facts of life. Don't want to feel to decide. I got music on. Right, need a little chase, guys. With a man. Hey! Let's go! Let's go! Look at those views. Just down there to Corrour. Amazing. Let's see if we get to the train in time. I might not do much filming going back down, guys, but I'm walking along the bridge. I'll get some B-roll on my phone, that's for sure, because it's easy just to whip out my pocket. Yes, those views! Ah! Woo! It's taken me an hour and 10 minutes, guys, to get here from there. Guys, I'm actually going to get to the train station probably in under 2 hours for 3.5 miles. That's insane. It's going to break because of all the weight I have on me. Wow, I'm quite impressed at how fast I've done that. If you do prefer making it easier for yourself and you don't want steep ascents, then anti-clockwise is the way to go for this one. But I prefer going up steep and short and fast because I've got good fitness and my knees don't bother me going up, so I prefer that than a long sloggy flat up that's an extra mile long. Because to be honest, I would have got up that with 2 hours without the stops I did for filming, and this just done this under 2 hours coming back, so this would have probably taken me longer to get up to the top going this way. I don't know, I just seem to power through it a bit more when it's steep, but that way is also pathless till you get to the ridge, so just bear that in mind. So guys, with a whopping hill walker's pace with a wild camping rucksack on, we made it back in an hour and 40 minutes. Now I must have been going at a 25-minute mile pace there. That's how easy that descent was. Just to show you again, I went all the way around the whole ridge up to the top. So I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. I hope it wasn't too long. Let me guess, 45 minutes roughly. Please like the video and share it, it really helps a lot, guys, and I love to hear your comments because it helps me for my next videos. What you liked, what you didn't like. Be diplomatic. I love it, honestly. I like to hear your thoughts and ideas, especially those of you who may be doing photography, who can give me feedback. I honestly don't mind it. I don't take it the wrong way. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I don't know where all that suddenly came from, but yeah, I just thought I'd say, if you were to walk that way, you'd end up at the Grey Quarries. And I'm just about to show you how high Corrour Station is. So we're at Corrour Summit. Let's see if I zoom you in. Can you see that? Corrour Summit, 1,350 feet. 411 metres above sea level. Well, I wasn't far off, was I, to guessing 500. Let's come down here because there's one on this side too, so you can see better. There. Don't know if that's any good. But yeah. So it was about 900 and something. That I think that Corbett was 900 actually. If it wasn't, I'll put it here. But so I just descended. You know, my math is crap. Maybe just under 500 metres, 500-ish, yeah. And the train tracks. So I'm going to sign out there, guys. Leave you to it. Stick some footage of. I'm going to get some footage of the train station now with the drone. Hi, and now see you in the next video, guys. I don't have a clue what that'll be, but it'll be fun. Okay, ciao, and see you later, alligators.